Hey everyone, it's Ethan, and it's been a while since I posted any sort of a gaming video. So I've had this in my Steam library. It's called Everlasting Summer, and I still haven't played it, so I figured why not try to start that up. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it's a visual novel. So I mean, there's not much playing as there is more just storytelling, you know? Less gameplay, more story. So if you're into high story games, and here we go, you know? Okay, hi, whoa, terms. Sure. Soviet games. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. That's great. Next. Next. How do I next? Next, damn it. Next. Oh, oh. Fun Gangnam Style. There we go. Right. I'm not sure what. Okay. I think that might have been Russian. I guess we gotta do a new game. I was having that dream once again. That dream. Same thing every night. But it's all forgotten in the morning, as usual. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of memory will remain, of gates half opened, as if inviting me somewhere with two frozen stone pioneers standing close by. And also that strained girl, who keeps asking me. Sorry if I'm sniffly, I kinda have a bit of a cold. Will you come with me? Come? But where? And why? And where am I anyway? Of course, if it all happened in real life, I would certainly have been scared. Well, what else would one expect to feel? But this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realize something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Since everything that surrounds me here is real. As real as things in my own flat, I could open the gates, hear the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the fresh, cool air, and shiver from the cold. I could, but to do that, I would need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream. I understand that, but what of it? What does my understanding change? Because here, it's just like on the other side of the cracked screen of an old TV, which struggles to fight against static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking up soon. Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? About the stars, for instance? Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gates. Yes, the gates. She would be so surprised. Or better, why the dot over an I was called a tittle, but the dot over a J was called a superscript dot. Nice letters. Very interesting. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gates, and stars have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see the Magellanic clouds, as if I'd ended up in the southern hemisphere. So where are we? In a dream, there are the small things that catch your attention, and a natural color of grass, impossible curves of straight lines, or your own distorted reflection, while the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and now, seems trivial. It's natural, since here you cannot die. I know it for sure, I've done it hundreds of times. But if you cannot die, is there a point in living? Heck yeah. I should ask the girl. She's a local, she should know. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example. One strange bird it is. though it doesn't matter. Will you come with me? And every time I have to answer, it's the only way, otherwise the dream will never end.
Hey, Mom's taking me to the Y. You want to go too? Go around the track?
Oh. Every time it's so hard to decide on the answer. Yeah, it was. What am I doing here? Who is she? And why does so much of my life depend on this? It's just a dream after all. Just a dream. Am I awake? At my computer? Yes, hi. Oh. Eyes, focus. Okay. Goodness. Oh my god. Am I looking up? Oh my golly. Isn't that like the computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. And apparently I'm not. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. As if in our relationship the screen wasn't an instrument, it was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textile. There is some truth in that, probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. Anonymous image boards, some chats from time to time, rarely ICQ or Jabber, and forums even more rarely. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code, or a kernel bug which started living life of its own. Ceiling. Possibly. Maybe. What's that? Oh, yeah. Oh. What's up with like the hyper-realism here? If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy, and a psychologist would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnoses, and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the loony bin. Yeah, definitely. Sure. I love my ceiling. A small apartment with no signs of repair or any semblance of order in it, and always the same view out the window on the gray megapolis. Running somewhere day and night, such are the conditions of my life. Well, of course it didn't all start like this. I was born, went to school, and finished it like all the others. I was accepted at university, where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. But it all felt like it was not mine, as if it was taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest. It was looping over and over in monotonous circles, like in the movie Groundhog Day. It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day, and every day repeated itself, the same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. For the last few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there were menial jobs, sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home, and my communication with other people almost exclusively consists of online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Kind of a Donnie Darko on a minor scale without doomsday-related visions. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and it will become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I will write one myself. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but couldn't even come up with a simple short story. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Programming got bored. Foreign languages takes way too much time. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but still I never would have called myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster of lame internet jokes. If I were to get paid for it, I would probably be a happier person, and a richer person too, but I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. Ooh, damn, that's a nice view. Today was another typical day of a typical failurer's typical life, typically. And today is the day when I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I really didn't want to. What is the point? The time I spent with them was so short. However, I was persuaded by a friend, my former university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch other than through the internet. Bright lights. People. Ooh, okay, she's almost thought I was gonna get hit by a car. That's always fun. Okay. A frosty evening. Bus stop. Waiting. And waiting is exactly what we're gonna be doing, because I'm gonna pick this up next time. Possibly, if you guys enjoy this game or enjoy other visual novels and can recommend them to me, via Steam and such. I'll leave my Steam down in the description, and you can drop me a message, send me a game, anything. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. I'll see you next time.